It's Friday the 27th of September. I'm stood outside St Edward's School in Oxford because today it's the ISBI or ISBI conference. It's chucking it down with rain, but I'm smiling because I love these events. I'm stepping in through the doors and I'm going to speak to a few different people in here and find out really what's going on here at this event. Come with me and I'll take you through it.
Welcome back to I'd Rather Be at the Beach by Simon Jones, who runs the Bonjour Agency. If you work in an independent school, then this is the podcast for you, where we don't talk about work, but we do talk to people in the independent school sector. It's fun, it's fascinating, it's fabulous. So let's jump into it.
First thing I'm noticing here is the selection of name badges for people who are coming along and speaking. I see Tom Rogerson from Cottesmore Prep School. Jeff Ram is one of our keynote speakers. We've got more than one. Very much looking forward to that. Jeff's a great guy. And Sophie Walker, I see. Who else do we have? Oh, we've got Christina from TASIS, along with Nellie from TASIS. Carolyn Reed from Reed Brand Communications. Looking forward to all of these talks and keynote speeches. So I can see a small stack of people registering here for the event, which is good. They're picking up their name badges and then they're shifting on over for coffee. I've just seen Anna Wrigley from Queen Anne's in Caversham. Hello, Anne. I'm going to crash in on your conversation very, very quickly. Sorry, who's this you're talking to?
Jane Robson from Castle Court School in Dorset.
Jane Robson from Castle Court in Dorset. I don't know your school. Where in Dorset is that?
Near Corfmile and Wimborne. So beautiful part of the world. Yeah, near Poole.
Lovely part of the world, just like Caversham in Reading.
Yeah.
Of course, Anna, you used to be based in this part of the world when you're at a different school. Yeah. I'm not going to say which school.
I still live nearby.
And you live nearby.
Yeah.
So you had a short commute here to come to St Edward's.
A lot shorter than I thought it would be. Yeah, the traffic was perfect.
Great. Okay, well, better than my journey here, so that's good. That's fine. Let me ask you, what are you looking forward to from this event? Is it the keynote talks? Is it the workshops? Is it networking? Combination of all the above? You're probably going to say that, aren't you?
All of the above. I've seen some of the people we work with here today, so I'm going to go and say hello to a lot of them, but also just finding out different ideas, really, for me to take back to the office and tell the team moving forward.
Nice. And looking around at the different exhibitors, which ones are you thinking of in particular that you already work with?
Well, I'm going to go and say hello to Trilby TV, because I didn't know they'd be here, and that we've been working with them since I started. So I'm just going to go and see what capabilities they've got that we can actually expand on.
Okay, that's Neil over there, I think his name is. I met him earlier on, so say hello to him. Who else do you work with, or who else are you, I don't want to say thinking about working with, don't disclose any of your marketing secrets.
We've been working with Unify for just under a year now, and we already have a 360 Marketing Lab video that was set up.
Excellent. Nice shout out to Steve at Unify and Taryn and Craig, of course, at 360. Great. Well, look, Anna, I'll leave you to it, and sorry to crash in on that conversation, and I'll catch up with you a bit later on.
See you later.
I've just seen Hannah Thomas from the Oratory Prep School. Hannah, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm here with Mia Suggett, who's our new admissions registrar.
Fantastic. Hello, Mia. Mia Suggett. Hello, Mia. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Very good. I'm glad to be here. It's always good to speak to a lot of different people here. And I see people drinking their coffee and looking forward to the day and about to head in. What is it you're looking forward to, Hannah, first of all? What are you looking forward to here most of all?
This is not going to sound good for the organisers, but I just said to Mia that the best part of the day is speaking to other people who do the same job. You get the most out of it from them, I think.
Well, you say that, but, you know, the organisers, Siobhan, knows that people like to network, and that's why we have these networking sessions. Mia, how about you?
I'm going to echo what Hannah said, just to be very boring, but I agree. I love meeting people who do the same thing, so you can swap ideas, see what's working, see whether the trends are, universal across all boards. So yeah.
That's the thing about the independent school sector, is that even though we have competitors in the sector, it's like people are still happy to share ideas. And so long as you're not speaking to your direct competitor, I guess that it's okay. Anyway, look, I see people heading in. I should leave you to it. Finish your coffee, and I'll see you later on.
Thank you.
Here's Craig from 360 Marketing Lab. Craig, how are you doing?
I'm good, yeah, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Good to have you back on the podcast. Craig and Taryn both did an episode, 2 years ago, I think it was.
I think it was, yeah.
And it's great to find out more about you both and 360 Marketing Lab. What are you hoping to get from this event?
Everybody that comes here to sign up.
That's fair enough, really, isn't it? That's fair enough.
That's a big wish, but...
Of course, some people here have already signed up, I guess.
Yeah, we've got a number of our clients here, and they always come over and say hello, which is always really nice.
It's a good sign if you've worked with somebody already and then they come across and say hello. It's a good sign that you did a good job. because they want to come and say hello still.
Exactly that, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice when they just come over and just start chatting to you. And then we hear them talking to other people, like potential clients, and almost championing us for it. It's a really nice sort of thing that they do for us, yeah.
Good. You got Taryn in here as well. Taryn, how are you doing?
I am well, thank you.
Brilliant. What are you looking forward to from this event, apart from everybody signing up to 360?
I can't just mirror that. I can't say the same thing. Right. It's just really good, actually, to catch up with, other clients, but other people that we know, including the exhibitors, your good self, obviously. But yeah, just to catch up with clients. So we're just talking to one as well, and just getting the feedback from what they're hearing from parents as they're using our tours. So it's nice to use that anecdotal feedback when we talk to other people and go to conferences. So yeah, it's information collection.
And as well as all of that, we've also got some good coffee and free bakery as well.
I love a bit of free bakery.
Great stuff. All right, I'll leave you both to it. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, bye.
So I've just stepped into the Olivia Hall, and Clive is about to open it and give everybody a good welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the isbi Marketing and Admissions Future Facing Conference. My name's Corin.
And we are go.
So thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you.
So that was Rachel from St Edward's here, Director of Partnerships and Development. And now we've got Rochelle from Channing School, our next keynote speech. And here she is, good old Rochelle. I see Louise from St Clair's. Hello, Louise. How are you?
Hi, Simon.
You keeping well?
I am. How are you?
Good. Yeah, very good indeed. Thanks. Very good. Rochelle was just talking about being 10% braver. How does that make you feel?
10% braver.
I love it. I love it. Hear that, Rochelle? You got an active listener here. Tell me about how you can apply that to anything at St Clair's. Just for anyone listening, just to give you a second to think about that. St Clair's is an international sixth form college here in Oxford. So we're walking distance really to your college, aren't we?
Yeah, it's literally 3 streets down.
Do you think that international students could all be 10% braver as well?
Yes, but I mean, I think they are already 10% braver by taking the leap, travelling from, the various 50 countries that they come from all the way over here to, do the IB. I think that is, really brave of them already.
And do you think that school marketing people need to be a little bit more brave in the things that they do?
Yes. Yeah, there's definitely things like, that I've thought about in that session that I'd like to be braver to do and approach the right people to do. But, there's just so many different parts and the cogs always spinning. It is hard.
Well, it's good to hear from Rochelle. Louise, it's good to hear from you as well. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Nicely done. Well done. Now, I think this is Violet pouring out a cup of tea here. Violet, you're from Bath Academy. I was talking to Sam on the phone yesterday, so he mentioned that you were going to be here. I'm Simon from Bonjour. Nice to meet you. Oh, my badge is the wrong way around, isn't it? Nice to meet you too. So, how are you finding this conference so far?
Good so far. Not much has happened yet, though. We've only had 2 talks so far. Yeah.
We're enjoying a cup of tea in the meantime.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to at this event then?
I'm looking forward to the workshop about embracing AI with Sophie Walker. It sounds great.
Good shout out to Sophie. Sophie, I do know her. She's great. She knows what she's talking about. She's worked in the independent school sector for a long time, and she's really got her finger on the pulse regarding things like this, future technologies. In fact, she's walking past us right now. Sophie, come and join in. This is Violet from Bath Academy. She was just telling me that she's looking forward to your event. And right on cue, you walk past.
And I've nearly lost my voice, Simon. So,
oh gosh, what's up with you?
I don't know. I've picked up a chest infection or something somewhere. I'm the only one coughing in there, so yeah.
I hope you're okay for your talk.
Yes.
We're looking forward to it very much. How are you feeling about giving it?
Yeah, slightly out of my comfort zone, but you know what I'm like, Simon. I always like to sort of push the barriers a little bit, but hopefully, this was me 9 months ago. I had put my head in the sand a little bit about AI, and so I just thought, you know what, I leaned in when I was setting up my business and did a bit of studying and quite a lot of workshops, and I just thought I could really help other marketeers out there just to sort of perhaps lean in a little bit and just show them the sort of things I've been doing to help me in my world, and if I can share that, then hopefully that will be really helpful.
Brilliant. Well, Violet's right here. She's looking forward to it. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. I'll talk to you both later.
Thanks. Thank you.
I've just seen Christina from TASIS. Christina, hi. How are you doing? This isn't live. Don't panic. We're going to edit this.
Go away. Hi, I'm good. How are you? I'm coming to your session later.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's good to catch her on the recording as well. And you're going to be delivering a workshop on Open Days, aren't you? Tell me a little bit about that.
Nelly and I are hoping to deliver a very engaging and interactive workshop today about Open Days. We're going to share a lot of insights and experience from our own Open Days and how they've evolved through time. And I also really looking forward to learn from my colleagues in marketing and admissions and how they run their Open Days and how they promote them.
Daryl Middleton from UVic. Daryl, hey, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Very good indeed, thanks. Very good. I'm loving the coffee that you guys are providing, outsourced through this excellent company. I was talking to Sean and Karishma, I think her name is that right?
I think so, yep. Don't think we're on the spot. And Brendan's been organising our head of marketing, so he's been heading up all the partnership here. But yeah.
Awesome. Well,
seems to have gone down very well.
It's very good coffee. It's very, very, very good indeed. I've just stepped outside. I've got Jeff Ram here. Jeff, keynote speaker. Very much looking forward to hearing about celebrity service. I think that's what you're talking about. Tell us a little bit about it as a little insight before you speak.
Bonjour, Simon. Lovely to see you again. I can't wait. I'm back here speaking for ISBI once again, which is lovely. I'm going to be sharing with everybody in the room how you can really stand out by personalisation with some really, really clever, innovative celebrity service techniques and ideas, sharing some amazing stories that I hope will inspire everybody to wonderful success, because you know what? VAT is on the way. You know, it's going to be a competitive marketplace, but if we change value-added tax to value-added teaching in the service that we deliver, that is going to create one heck of a stir for you in 2025.
I love that. Tell me how you feel before you go on stage to give a keynote speech. Do you get butterflies? Do you get nervous?
Not nervous as such, but more apprehension, because I want to do well. I want to start well. I want to, and of course, you know, I'm going on after the sandwiches, after the lunch, the lovely lunch. So everybody's, you know, they've had a half a day. It's been great. It's been inspirational, but it's like, ooh, that's that post-lunch, you know, sort of slow down. So I want to rev everybody up. How do I feel? Excited to be here. I know the audience will be great because I've heard them already. But more apprehension. I want to start well. I want to do well. I want to do well for my client, and I suppose get everybody going home thinking, oh my God, I can do something a bit different tomorrow to make a big difference. That gap in the service experience that I didn't realise existed.
It's great to talk to you. You were on, I think it was episode 23 of I'd Rather Be at the Beach. That was a while ago. Maybe we should get you back on the podcast again. Tell me, do you listen to podcasts at all?
I do. It's mainly follow my beloved Sunderland Football Club, so I listen to a good podcast there. I don't really listen to many business podcasts, if I'm honest with you. You know, when you're in business, sometimes I think it can be a bit of a busman's holiday.
Yeah.
But I like to sort of take myself away. My favourite one, and actually one of my best friends is a part of it, is a podcast called All the Right Movies.
Oh, okay. What's it about? Movies, is it?
I would love this. So movies, all the classics, all the wonderful things, all the movies, you know, from Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Schindler's List, you name it, Saving Private Ryan, you name it, Ghostbusters. And it's basically four guys who've got a love for movies, but Brilliant. What they don't know about the music, the director, the actors, how it was shot, the director of photography. They really go in depth, but it's such fun. You know, they make it. You know, it's a brilliant. You know, you can listen. You go, oh my God, that podcast's 2.5 hours, and it goes within seconds. So, All the Right Movies. I think it's the only one that I subscribe to on Patreon. So I listen to that when I'm in the car or when I'm flying to events, and it takes me away from the normal everyday business.
We'll put a link to that in the show notes, and definitely I'm going to check that out for sure. Keeping an eye on time, we'd better get back inside. Jeff Ram, great to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Take care.
So we're just before lunch, and I'm with Tom Rogerson from Cottesmore School. Tom, you just gave a keynote speech. For people who aren't here today, just tell us a little bit about what you were talking about.
Hi there. A huge pleasure as ever to be with you. My word, bonjour, I should say.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour. So we had a little speech. It wasn't so much for a speech, it was an interactive occasion. It was an interactive experience. And I sang a song called You Do You, which I've written especially for the occasion, or the occasions like this. And the other song was Don't Worry About a Thing. Cause you sing.
Because every little thing gonna be all right.
All right, there we go. Beautiful voice. I sung that at the end because that was really for the headmasters rather than the marketeers, but sang a little song. That's not what the speech was about. The speech was actually, the first song. That's what it was about authenticity, about you doing you, not copying other schools, maybe culturally appropriating some of the concepts and ideas, but definitely being yourself. The other side of it was, lots of things were covered. The other thing was you have amazing ideas. You sometimes don't realise you have amazing ideas. The only thing about them is you don't do them. So have the conviction, have the confidence, have the love of yourself to realise that your own ideas are awesome and you should just simply do them. The difference between somebody who is successful and somebody who is just plodding along is the fact that they both have exactly the same ideas, even, let's say, a mediocre or a fairly good idea or a good idea done is 100% better than a most amazing, fantastic creative idea not done. So have conviction in your own ideas, and you are awesome, and your brain is awesome, and just do it, and persuade your head teachers that your ideas are awesome, or just simply do them. Don't wait around for permission to do them. Just do them and see what they say afterwards.
Love that, coming from a head as well, so that's great to hear. So sometimes I wonder whether people who work in school marketing and admissions want to think like this, but maybe they have a tendency to a little bit look around to see what other schools are doing, not necessarily to differentiate themselves, but maybe to try to keep up with the Joneses. What are your thoughts on that? How can you encourage people out of that?
So we said... I say we said because it was me and we all agreed together. It was very much a together collaborative event, as I said. Essentially, to do the normal stuff is really important as well, so you don't scare the horses. So having the normal stuff that everybody has, I think actually is really important to have as well, and it's the art of and. It's the art of and. So you can be very fantastic at doing the normal stuff, everyday stuff, the blue sky, the green grass, the smiling child, and the Victorian building in the background. Everybody has that, and I think probably maybe everybody should have that. It's the and that is very special and very important for you to do the and. So do the normal stuff, by all means. It makes everybody feel comfortable. That's really important to make people feel comfortable. And then you add on top of that, and on top of that, and on top of that. And you can just go infinitely into the future going on top of that as well. So get the inverted commas normal stuff done, don't scare the horses, and then you can use that as a plinth to leap and to have fireworks on top of that.
Maybe have a website and prospectus and get a podcast as well, something like that.
Oh, 100%. A podcast is the most important thing, and much more important than a website, of course. So everybody should have a podcast.
I tell you, the most important thing is the lunch that you put down on this table next to you, and you're putting that off just to talk to me about your experience giving the keynote speech. Tom Rogerson, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
It's really, really kind of you to have me, and we'll see you at the Independent School Show. See you soon.
We're here at lunchtime. Rochelle Fox. Rochelle, you gave a keynote speech, and I've been talking to a number of people here about being 10% braver. First of all, thank you for being 10% braver and speaking to us about that subject.
You're very welcome, and I'm glad that the message is getting out there. But I did warn them that if they were 10% braver, they might find themselves giving a keynote speech at a conference. So it does come with an element of risk, but I think it's worth it.
Well, that's fair enough. Now, you talked about Taylor Swift and about how we could model ourselves on that approach. Are you a big fan of Taylor Swift's music?
Well, I wouldn't class myself as a Swiftie, but I think I'm in a household of Swifties. So both my daughters went to see Taylor Swift at Wembley. I am modelling the friendship bracelets today, which I know you can't see on a podcast.
Very nice.
So especially the one that says Fearless, for our fearless learners. So yes, I'm an admirer actually of Taylor Swift. I think she's done an incredible amount to advance women. So yes.
I love the mini shout out, by the way, to podcasting that you gave in your talk. But you also talked about possibly doing something in radio in the future. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm currently having a debate with the headmistress over whether we may or may not advertise on the radio. So the jury's still out on that. Obviously, I'm very keen with a radio background. She's a little bit nervous because it's even more out there than bus sides and that sort of TFL advertising that we do. And I think also because the industry doesn't typically do it, and people are always nervous about being first, whereas I think now we have to think about all the things that we haven't done up until now and look at them, because we need to be more creative.
Be more creative, a bit less fearful, and a bit more seeking out the opportunity and trying out something new. I love it. I'm going to leave you to lunch. Rochelle Fox, thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
So I'm with Claire and with Helen from Strathallan, but you two are both leaving because you've got a long way to go. But actually, how far are you? I mean, how long does it take to get here and to get back to your school?
8 hours to get here yesterday.
Wow. Okay, so clearly you travel a long distance to get here. Tell me why you make that investment in time to be at an event like this.
I think it's important to share our story and to hear other people's story and to meet people who've got the same challenges as us, really.
And would you share this, Helen?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a great opportunity to meet other people. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're all facing the same challenges. So it's just really nice to meet up with other people and hear their stories as well.
Fantastic. Well, I know you both got a train to catch. So Claire Bath and Helen Lewis-McPhee, thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Excellent. Nicely done. Well done. So I'm with Charlotte Sargent. Charlotte, you're from Rides Hill Prep School. Tell me, do you listen to podcasts? And if so, which ones do you listen to?
I absolutely love podcasts. I love being able to listen to content whilst doing something, like cleaning, walking the dog, or anything. And I like funny ones mainly. I went through a big stage of listening to really, I've got a psychology background, so quite heavy stuff, and then I thought, do you know what, no. So now I go, for fun ones, like Parenting Hell with Rob Beckett and Josh Widdicombe, and I basically look for, humoured ones which are around. So I haven't actually listened to the school's podcast, but maybe that's an area I need to listen to next.
Well, quite possibly. Now, let's take it back to work for a second. Tell me something about your school. If I had a magic wand and I could give it to you, what's one thing that you would love to take away? And I'm going to remove the option of VAT because we don't talk about VAT right now. If you had a magic wand, what would you love to do in your school?
A swimming pool on site.
Swimming pool on site? Nice. And is this for the children or is this for the staff?
Both, obviously. All of our well-being is equally important. So.
Absolutely right. I love that. I'll leave you to it. Charlotte, thank you very much. It's time for Jeff Ram.
And of course, isbi. So please give a great welcome back to Jeff Ram.
Here we go. Mr. Ram. I've been looking forward to this.
Is everybody well? You excited? I'm excited! Because Santa is on his way! And he's bringing with him in the new year some...
I love this guy. He's so good.
Thank you. You can shout out if you want. I wasn't listening.
Jeff's literally just finished his talk. I'm with Siobhan. Siobhan, this is your gig. This is isbi. This is the annual conference. And now we're at the stage of the day where people are going off to their workshops. Is this the stage where you start to relax a bit? Or do you not relax until it's all finished and you've gone home? Tell me.
We are almost there, and I can feel a great sense of relief right now. Just want to make sure everybody gets the right workshops at the right time and the right place. So fingers crossed we can manage to do that over the next couple of hours, and then absolutely relax with the gin and tonic.
Fantastic. I love it. I'll leave you to it. Siobhan, thank you very much. Thank you. So as I step outside and head back to my car, it has been great to be at the isbi conference to record another episode of the podcast for I'd Rather Be at the Beach. This is the podcast for school marketing people where we don't really talk about work. We just talk to people in the independent school sector. But thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.